Welcome to the Packers family. I'm Damon.
I'm Christian.
And today we're going to be discussing our rankings for how the NFC is going to finish up this season. What we're going to be doing, just like the AFC rankings we did, we're going to start with the 7th seed and we're going to work our way up to the 1st seed, which is that coveted position to get that bye week at the beginning of the playoffs. And one step closer to the Super Bowl. Let's see how it shakes out.
Starting off with the 7th seed, I actually have the Minnesota Vikings sneaking in here to get into. I know, as a Packers fan, I don't like the Vikings, but I can see them making a run.
And that scares me more than just like me being upset that the Vikings made it. The Vikings seem like they have the blueprint to beating the Packers, and I would not want to run against them in the playoffs as a Packers fan. I would love for them not to make the playoffs because they do scare the living daylights out of me.
Yeah,
as a Packers fan.
They normally play us pretty well.
That being said, the Vikings still stink. My 7th seed spot, I have going to the 49ers. The 49ers have been coming on lately. Now, they did have a hiccup in the road against the Seattle Seahawks. Division game. That means the Seahawks always play them well. And they had one fun game against the Bengals, and the Bengals looked like they were going to come out and take that one. The Niners just overcame. They're starting to look like the Niners from 2019. And as a Packers fan, that also scares me.
A scary team, too. Moving into the 6th seed, I have the 49ers. I mean, not much difference there.
We think they're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, they're going to make the playoffs as a wild card. That's the only way they're going to make the playoffs as a wild card.
Yeah, at this point.
They're a pretty solid team. You know, they run the ball a lot, play action. Pretty good defense. I mean, that's a success right there.
My 6th seed, I have the, and this is where we differ a little bit right here. He had the Vikings sneaking in. I have the Washington football team coming in here at the 6th spot here. They seem to be coming alive a little bit here. Now, there's some questions of what's going on with Taylor Heineke, and that defense does seem to be coming along a little bit here. They got heart, and so I do want to kind of honor them a little bit in this rankings. Could they easily fall out of it? Yeah. I mean, they have a lot of division games ahead of them. If they win some of those, they're going to be golden. If they find themselves in the losing end of those, they're going to be out of it.
Moving into the 5th seed, I have the LA Rams. Once again, I don't think they win the division. They're a solid football team, but they've had that little stretch of losing, which definitely affected their rankings. I said they're a pretty good team. I mean, I think they're a strong 5th seed, like really strong.
Yeah. I completely agree. I have the Rams being the 5th seed as well. They're just not going to win their division. They're too good of a team not to make the playoffs. There's a chance they could wreak havoc in the playoffs. We'll see how that goes. Their offense can be really good, but they also shown that they can just lay a duck.
Moving into the 4th seed, I have the Dallas Cowboys. They got that division locked up pretty much already. I think they got the number 1 offense in the league, so they're putting up points.
Yeah, I have the Cowboys being the 4th seed as well. They're too good to not win the division. They've already won it. Are they as good as the top 3 teams we have in our rankings? No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Because this next 3 teams are
packed in there.
It's like a tiebreaker for number 1, pretty much.
All the way through. Cowboys, they have a decent defense. Their offense is really good. I don't necessarily trust Dak Prescott. I mean, even against the Washington football team, Dak's out there throwing interception and stuff at a worst possible time. So, and as a Packers fan, I've seen Mike McCarthy with some management issues before, and it reared its ugly head for the Cowboys too. So I don't know if I trust Big Mike.
Now moving into what I say is the elite teams of the NFL, not just the NFC, but just the NFL in period.
I completely agree.
In my 3rd seed, I have the Arizona Cardinals.
That loss on Monday night really hurt them, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I completely agree with you. I have the Arizona Cardinals being number 3 too. Their schedule, after losing to the Rams, their schedule does look a little bit more difficult than it originally had. Either way, they're still a really good team. Definitely the top 3 as we were talking about. And if things go the right way for them, they could easily be back in that 1st seed spot too. They're not someone you're going to want to meet in the playoffs for sure. Kyler Murray's got a lot of heart. Even on Monday night, all the way to the end, he was out there playing his heart out. The whole team was. So,
which leads into my 2nd seed, which would be the Green Bay Packers.
This is where we disagree.
We've been pretty pretty banged up, but we're still winning games. You know.
So you're thinking that we're probably going to drop a game somewhere down the line, probably because of our special teams.
Yeah.
Our special teams.
I think it's hard for either one, Arizona or Green Bay, to win out because they have a harder schedule than my number one seed.
Right, and I can see that, but looking at the 4 teams left, there's only one team for the Packers, by the way, right? And so for me, looking at the 4 games left for the Packers, there's one team that scares me, and they already beat us this year, and that's the Minnesota Vikings, right? The Ravens, can they beat us? Yeah, if Lamar Jackson comes out there like Superman, but he's all banged up. The team's banged up and stuff. I don't see the Packers losing another game, right? And maybe, look at my shirt, the Packers family. And so maybe I'm speaking with my heart a little bit here. They do have issues at special teams. And because of that fact that I think they are going to win out, logistically speaking, that means they have the tiebreaker over my second team, which is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay. The Buccaneers might just be a better team than the Packers. Ouch, that hurt. I hurt saying that. But the reason why the Packers would get the first, right? I'm assuming the Buccaneers are your first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The reason why I'd say the Packers get the first is I don't see them losing. I also don't see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers losing. No, and so they finish with the same record, right? Which would be what, 14-3 or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
If that's the case, the Packers had the tiebreaker because the Buccaneers lost to the Rams and the Washington football team. Packers beat both those teams, so they have a similar opponent tiebreaker. So it goes to the Packers. The Buccaneers are a scary team. The Cardinals are a scary team. The Packers are a scary team.
To reveals our first round buys. You've got Green Bay. I've got Tampa. I don't see Tampa losing out.
I don't either.
And once Brady gets in the playoffs, you know what happens. It's already scary enough him being a wild card team last year, and look what happened. Now you give them home field advantage.
We can only pray that doesn't happen, because if that happens, rip to the 2021 NFL season. But at this point in time, the Packers are the number 1 seed. You just have to win out, Packers. You just have to win out. Please, oh please, from both of us, fix your special teams. Go back up.